Hey, what's going on, guys? This is that Archaeocide guy, and today we are going to continue the Alpha Bunker run that we were doing in the last video, and just kind of showing you how I do an Alpha Bunker run. And so what I'm doing here is picking up where I left off. I feel like the audio is just a little bit too loud, so let me go ahead and turn that down. It's a little too low, so right there hopefully is good. So last time we snuck up on this guy's friend and killed him with 2 hits from a bone crusher and 2 hits from my machete. So 1, 2, bring him over here. There we go. And then I'll come in here. I'll just auto, and I will eat. And then I will sneak. And since it's I have 75 health, I'll eat 1 of these, but not 2. And then I will equip my saw blade mace and my gun. And I will sneak down here, and I will hit him. Run back, and do that. As long as I will continue to use it, and old habits die hard. If you remember from the last episode, I said old habits die hard anytime that I touched something, because I'm not looting anything until after the run. I just think it's faster that way. Looting is the fun part, in my opinion, and so it's giving me something to look forward to. Now I'm going to run back to my top level stash, because there's a turret, there's an upcoming turret, and I use my rifles on turrets. I think it's worth it, because whatever chest that the turret is guarding, excuse me, has a high chance of being having a red ticket, as well as some other random good stuff. So I think it's totally worth it. So I run up here, and let's take a look at my weapons. Well, first off, let's drop off everything that's nearly broken. We'll keep that. The skull crusher, that's still got quite a few hits, probably 5 hits or so, which is a lot for me. I know, and you'll see why. And then I come over here and I look. Let's see. This AK is the most broken, so we'll take that with us, and we'll take this with us, and we'll take this with us. We're trying to set up our inventory to where we won't have to come back, and if we ever have to come back, hopefully it's only like once, like this is our one time. Now this tactic only really works when you mix 4s 2 and 3. This tactic doesn't really work once you implement 4. I think personally, unless you're gonna go all guns, trying to implement this tactic with 4, it just doesn't work. Now maybe when they reveal floor 5, this tactic will work good for 4 and 5, but as far as I've seen, 4 is its own beast. You just want to conquer 4 pretty much by itself. And so Let's equip the AK. Actually, I want to save the 8. And I will show you guys later why. And so, I come down here, I crouch, and then once the turret is in my sights, I start shooting. And you should be able to kill the turret, no problem, for right around a 1/4 of whatever rifle you're using. And so, old habits die hard. I was going down there to loot it, but you don't need to. And so, I'm gonna crouch in on this guy. You can probably use the elevator trick here, but for time purposes, I'm not going to. And then I just switch, and I eat, and I eat. Now, I don't know if you saw, but my headgear started going before my other gear. That's probably not good. Anyway, so then I'm gonna switch here, crouch along the wall. Actually, are these fast biters? No, they're toxic spitters. So that's why I'm gonna use a bone crusher, hit one, come over here, hit the other. Then I'm gonna switch to a machete, and I'm gonna open this door, and we're gonna try and do the sneak trick. And we got it. And then bam, 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 bam. And then looking at our durability, keep a very close eye once it gets on red, because once again we want to get almost breaking but not to the breaking point. And then eat. And then I'll come over here, and then I'll come over here, and run through here. Probably could have got both, but I wasn't willing to risk it. And then what I'll do is I will come over here. I'm gonna aggro just enough, and if he hit me, but I'm gonna bring him over here, and then I'm gonna kill him. Once again, keep an eye on yours. And if you touch this elevator, this will open up the door. And so we probably have a nice chunk of hits left. But I don't know exactly how much. So I'm gonna put on this. And old habits die hard. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back and switch out the armor. I forget exactly how many times I've got to do this. It's right around 1 as well. So if you can, excuse me, if you can set it up to where that, like, I don't remember if it was this episode or last episode where you where I said try to only go back 1 time, but if you can set it up where that 1 time is also an armor change, that's pretty good. You can't always do that, but when you can, go ahead. And so I'll switch out these 2 now. I forgot about this gun. I think that would have been enough durability, but we'll save it for now. And so, as you can see, my durability locker, or my broken locker, or near breaking locker, is getting pretty full. But we still have some armor here, so it's no big deal. One more full set of tactical gear and 2 sets of SWAT. I'll never use my SWAT. I only use my SWAT on hard mode. And as I said earlier, the only thing I do on hard mode is kill the blind one. And so I'll show you guys that as well. I want to check the time just to make sure this video isn't going too long. So let's take a look. I think I have just enough time to get back down there and let's see. We go back down here and I'm going to show you killing the last there's like four guys right here on this floor. I'm gonna kill them real quick and then we'll be done with this installment on how I do Bunker Alpha. But in order to do that, we need to equip a machete. Do we have any used ones? Nope. Excuse me. And this is it. And so you don't have to crawl yet. And then I crouch right about here. Hit him. It'll aggro him and all of his friends. 3 will be fast biters. 1 will be a frenzied giant. And then just kill them. And that's it for this episode. You can see the frenzied giant coming near me. And just go to the next one. Alright, we'll see you in the next one. If you like what you see, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.